Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonmothgoddess Tarot. Thank you guys all so much for being here, your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. You may also want to check out my second tarot channel, Neptune's Child Tarot. I do also have a bunch of other pick a card readings for you guys. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my email in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's reading, we're going to be doing a little bit of an energy check-in between you and your person. We're going to be looking at what their feelings, thoughts, and energy are towards you. Now, right now, I am traveling, so I don't have my, usual setup. I do not have my crystals with me. I have limited tarot oracle decks that I brought with me. So we're going to make it work. What we're going to use today instead of crystals, we're going to do 3 groups. Okay, first off, 3 groups. And I'm going to put an image on the screen for each of the groups. So you're going to choose based off of whatever image you feel the most intuitively drawn to. Is how we're going to have to do it because I don't have my crystals with me and all the decks that I normally do. Okay, so if that does not work for you, and you only feel like you can choose with crystals, then maybe you skip this reading. And for those of you that, you're totally fine with it, we'll keep going. So we're doing an energy check-in, how your person is currently feeling about you, what they're thinking, and basically their energy towards you. What is happening? Okay, do also keep in mind that this is a general collective reading. It is not a one-to-one reading. If you're wanting something more specific for your situation, I am more than happy to do a private reading for you guys. Again, you can find my information listed in the description box. Okay, so we are going to be, once we get into your group, we're going to be starting off with this oracle deck just to kind of get a feel for what the energy is. So once we get into that portion of the reading for each of the groups, you can kind of see, does this really fit my situation, so you know whether or not you found the right group for you. If it doesn't really resonate, I would suggest choosing a different group. Okay, so I'm going to put the images on the screen now, all together, group 1, 2, and 3, and then show you guys each of them individually. So group 1, this is your option for your reading today. How they're currently feeling about you. Group 2, this is your image. And group 3. And once again, a look at all 3 images, just so you can see them again one more time to see which one you feel the most intuitively drawn to. How they're currently feeling about you, their feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. We're doing an energy check-in today. Timestamps will be down below. Do pause the video if you guys feel like you need a little bit more time, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, group 1. So those of you that resonated with this image here, this is going to be your reading today. So we're doing how they're currently feeling about you. We're doing an energy check-in today, looking at what the person's feelings, thoughts, and energy is towards you at this time. As I did mention in the intro, we're going to be pulling some cards from this deck just as the energy check-in to make sure that you've chosen the right group. Okay. So let's just do this. Let's see. And let's just start off with asking Spirit here, what is the energy in your connection with this person? What is the energy? Group 1, in your connection with your person. connection. We have broken. Okay, it says shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So perhaps some of you could be going through a breakup, separation, could even be dealing with a person who is wounded. Let's see here. Still healing from something. We have soulmates. I saw that. It tried to come out. So here it is. It was meant to come out. We've got soulmates here. Deep love, unity, and connection. And we have boundaries here. No, it says drawing the line. Enough. Okay. So maybe some of you are in a situation where some lines were crossed here. And this could have led to someone getting hurt, feeling hurt. We have an emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, and being affected. So it could be that someone is being affected by maybe the other's actions, words, feeling hurt. And then we have distracted here. Being sidetracked. A change in the connection or even maybe delays. Okay. So yeah, maybe some of you could be in, going through some separation at this time. So this is the energy. This is the situation that's coming through. Okay. If this does not resonate for you, like I said, try choosing a different group. I'm also noticing at the bottom of the deck, we do have clinging here, and it says holding on, obsessing, and spying. Okay. So that is the situation. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at what your person's feelings, thoughts, and energy are towards you. But from what Spirit is saying here, there is a soulmate connection between you and this person. It looks like something has happened here with the boundaries being no, drawing the line, and enough. So someone is feeling hurt by the other person's actions. Now these can be something that you're going through right now with this person, or this may even be something that has occurred between you and this person in the past that maybe someone is still trying to heal from. Okay. I'm also kind of feeling with one person maybe clinging here with the distraction. Maybe there is a little bit of a challenging energy here in terms of one person, being very open, emotional, where the other person is maybe perhaps maybe avoidant or a little bit more detached. Okay, so that is the situation. Now let's look at what your person's feelings, thoughts, and energy are towards you. Like I said, I am traveling right now, so I have very limited oracle decks, tarot decks. We're going to make it work though. Okay, so group one. How is your person currently feeling? What are their thoughts? What is their energy towards you? So we've got peace here. It says balance, harmony, and friendship. And then we have memories, reminiscing, dwelling, and also bittersweet. And then we have conflicted here. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to cover that a little bit. I might have to. Okay. But it does say conflicted. It says decisions, hot and cold, and also multiple choices. Just leave it like that. Reminiscing. Thinking about past memories of you. Having to make a decision. Look at this, hot and cold here. What are their feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you? Oops. We've got curse here. It says hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. And then we have possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and also risks. And then we have an apology. Oh, okay. Forgiveness, return, and also sorry. So perhaps this person is someone who is the one that did something wrong here. Maybe they were the one that crossed a boundary, and feeling sorry for something that they've said, something that they've done. It definitely feels, because we do have this whole, piece here with balance, trying to bring balance here, harmony into the connection, and of course, friendship is the foundation of a connection, a relationship. But with the negative mind here is more or less what I feel like this is. The negative thinking. It reminds me a lot of like the Eight of Swords energy. Thinking negative about something. They might feel like with the curse here. I don't want to say with this card that every single person who comes across this reading is, dealing with some type of witchcraft situation, because that's so not the case. But it makes me think more or less about a person who's kind of stuck in a place of thinking negative about something. So kind of, especially if whatever has happened between you and this person, if there's been a lot of damage, because we have to remember the card that we saw about damage, heartbreak, shattered, right? So there's something here that this person has said or done. And, maybe it has been something that has created some challenges in the relationship, so when we're in that space, we could be thinking like, is it even possible to even come back from it, or to be able to fix it, right? To heal it, for us to move past this. So with the memories here, it kind of makes me feel like this person is reflecting upon memories of the past, kind of reminiscing. Maybe when things were a lot easier, maybe a lot more peaceful, a lot more balanced before things may have went down between the two of you. So this person feeling conflicted, we're going to clarify this. We're going to clarify each of these energies with some tarot here. Let's figure it out. Let's see what's going on here with this person. So what is this energy of peace here? Clarify peace. I've got the Page of Swords. I'm clarifying memories here. The Emperor, yeah. I was just going to say something too about how these two rocks are balanced on top of each other. This also says to me stability, stabilizing something. And then I'm seeing the Emperor here, which is about stability. So what is the conflicted energy here? Chariot is in reverse. I want to get some more on that, but let's see. What is this here? The negative mind. I mean, I will say this, you know, I can't ignore the witchcraft and the hex here. You know, maybe for some of you, this person legitimately feels like you put a hex on them, or you put a curse on them, or you put some kind of spell on them in some way. Especially if you're someone who does practice, you know, or they know that about you. You're into the occult, they might think like that. Or if there's someone who's had maybe some not so great luck when it comes to love and relationships, they might feel like they're cursed. Like, why does this keep happening to me? You know? Why is the curse energy here, Spirit? Five of Swords, yeah. So this is drama. You know, the Five of Swords can be about negativity, arguing, fighting, disagreeing, you know, being defensive, confrontational, things of that nature. The Five of Swords is also self-sabotaging thoughts, okay? But if you and this person have had a disagreement, have had some kind of fight here, you know, then this is them thinking about that conflict that has happened between you and them. So what is this possibilities here? You know, with the Chariot being in reverse, it kind of makes me feel like this person doesn't know maybe how you guys are going to move past. This almost feels like some kind of a challenge here, some kind of a roadblock. Three of Swords in reverse. This is about healing. This person is thinking about, you know, trying to improve things. I feel like the possibility of healing, of overcoming this pain, this heartbreak, this disappointment. Maybe if you're disappointed in them and their behavior and their actions and their words. I don't feel like this is all of you, but some of you, I am getting here that you could be dealing with a person who is very defensive, okay? They might be someone who does have a tendency to lash out and maybe say some things sometimes that are not very nice, okay? Because we do have the Strength card here. The Strength card does have to do with being in control of our impulsivity, okay? And that impulsivity can include us not being able to control our temper. We might lash out. We might, you know, be very emotional, not really have any good regulation over those emotions. And the Strength card is about us having inner strength and calm and being more, having more control over that. So, you know, yeah, so I'm getting that for some of you, that this is a person who may have said something here, said or done something, you know, that hurtful behavior, most certainly for some of you. So again, if this person has done something here and they're feeling apologetic about it, but also concerned, like, are we going to be able to move past this? Are we going to be able to heal this? You know, the Page of Swords also has to do with messages, has to do with communication. So this person could be thinking about what to say to you, like how to improve things, how to make things better. I want to look at this a little bit more. Okay, so some of you, we've got Leo energy here, we've got Cancer, Aries, and then Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I want to look at this Chariot in reverse because there's a decision here, feeling conflicted, hot and cold. The Chariot is in reverse, which means that there's some kind of block here. Like, are you guys not able to make progress? Are we not able to move forward? there's a delay here, right? Remember also one of your cards that came out with the energy check-in was it delays, distractions, a change, right? That makes me feel like that's that Chariot right there. Okay, why is the Chariot here? Clarify the Chariot in reverse. Seven of Swords. Four of Pentacles is in reverse. There's insecurities here. For somebody, there's trust issues here. If this person has done something, specifically for those of you where this person has done something that has betrayed your trust, if they've lied to you, if they've been being secretive, sneaky, hiding something from you, avoiding something here, there's some insecurities. And maybe this is something like where their behaviors could have caused an insecurity within you, trust issues within you. Or if there's someone who has trust issues, if they've been, you know, betrayed in the past, and there's some kind of insecurity here that someone has to work on either changing. So it's something about the dynamic between you and this person that is causing an issue here. Now, you know, if this person has done something again that has betrayed you in some way, or if they've lied, if they kept something a secret, if they ran, if they hid, if they, you know, avoiding telling you something, avoid being upfront or honest about something. You know, it is something that this person has to work on changing. Or if it's something that has occurred between the two of you, then that would need to be something that has to be healed, you know? Something that has to be healed. We've also got Scorpio energy here. Why is this Five of Swords here? You know, there could have been something that has caused insecurities in the connection. Someone to not feel secure any longer. Perhaps even where trust may have been broken. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, and Two of Cups. Yeah, you know what? I feel like with the negative mind here, the curse energy, the Four of Wands is here, which is about harmony, stability, okay, in the relationship. This is also balance and harmony, the Two of Cups. But that Five of Swords is there, which is the fighting. It's the arguing, the disagreements, you know, the not getting along, the saying mean and hurtful things, the being defensive. So I feel like this person is someone who does desire to just kind of like, let's just get past this. Let's resolve this. Let's go back to happy and balanced and harmonious, but also feeling confused. Like, how are we even going to get there? You know? This person also, because I'm noticing we have the Page of Swords energy here. You know, this person could be someone who's still really, regardless of how old they are, they could still be someone who's still learning how to express themselves, how to say what they need to say in a way that's going to help the situation. You know, they might not have the best way of communicating, is what I'm getting for some of you. Yeah, not the best way of communicating. Meaning their words might be a little spicy. They might even kind of come across as a little bit more cold or calculated or detached. Can we have a little bit more about this apology here, Spirit? You know, it feels like this person wants things to work here. The Star, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the High Priestess. For some of you, I feel like this person didn't tell you how they felt. Okay, is what I'm getting here. They kept their feelings hidden. And maybe that was something that hurt your feelings. Like, hey, like, why isn't this person telling me how they feel? I know they feel, and they do. But I also feel like this is a person who hides their feelings, they're afraid of being vulnerable. You know, and that in itself could have been something that hurt you. Like, why don't they tell me how they feel? You know, this person might be someone who does have issues with trusting love. Maybe even, again, because of past relationships that they've been in, not the greatest luck. So they're a little bit more guarded, right? When they're going into relationships or connections. I really do feel like this person does want things to work out between the two of you. You know, but also trying to find the ways of being able to kind of get past certain things that are causing blockages here, like how to fix it, how to get past this, how to move beyond the fears, how to move things forward, you know. Because with the Star being here, the Star is about having hope, it's about having faith, trusting and believing in something, you know. And I do genuinely feel like this person does see you as their soulmate, like the person that they're meant to be with. But it's like, it's the whole not knowing. We've got Aquarius and Pisces energy here too. Yeah, not knowing how to fix it, how to resolve it, how to move past this, you know. And if their issue lie in not being able to express themselves, I mean, this is learning how to talk, right? How to speak up, how to start being a little bit more open, you know. Especially if you were kind of like needing this person to like make a move, say something, do something, and now feeling like they want to, you know, even to have the courage to be able to come forward to you, to talk to you, to resolve things, to reconcile. Is really why I feel like this person's head is at, feeling sorry for what they've done, whatever that might be, wanting to talk to you, wanting to straighten things out, you know, wanting to reconcile here is what I'm getting, wanting to reconcile, but feeling a little bit insecure, you know. If you are by chance broken up with this person right now, or you guys are separated, and it's been no contact, then I feel like the resistance comes here with the going back and forth over just reach out, just say something, just say how you feel, you know, to move things forward. Because it does make me feel like this person does want to be with you if you guys are not together right now, that they want this connection. Now, for those of you where this is something that you have ongoing with this person right now, it really is about trying to find a way to fix it, to heal it, so that you guys are able to, you know, move forward here. Okay. All right. I need to wrap this up. Like I said, I'm traveling right now. The internet is not the greatest here. So I don't want it to take forever, like half the day, just to try to upload this reading. So let's get some closing messages here for group 1, Spirit. We have sweet home here, making a good home life or settling down. We have marriage and a lasting love. So like I said, this person is someone who does want to have this with you, things to work, you know, having a future with each other, something stable, something solid. Anything else for group number 1? Strong roots. It says building a foundation of trust with someone, faithful and friends first. Okay, so maybe for some of you, because we do have that energy of friendship there, and if you are friends with this person, I do feel like they like you more than a friend. There's feelings here more than a friend, but it is also about acknowledging them, you know, telling you about them. They could be someone who's oppressing here. What else? We have heartstrings. Strike a chord together with gentle harmony. It says serenity, balance, and match. You know? And then we have the winding road, having a long way to go. We're taking many detours. It says many loves and also complicated. Maybe some of you are in a situation where, you know, this person is involved with someone else, or things are a little bit complicated in your situation with them. One more spirit. We've got the fluttering heart. It says enjoy the romance and decide if you want more. So maybe for some of you this is early, you know, early where you have to make a decision about how you feel and about if we want to move forward or not. You know, some of you could be dealing with a person who's having issues with trusting love again, you know, but I really feel like this person is feeling this connection with you and, you know, wanting things to work out, you know, looking to the future. What are the possibilities for the two of you, trying to figure that out. Okay. All right, so that is all that I have for you, group 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 2. So those of you that resonated with this image here, this is going to be your reading today. So we're doing a little bit of an energy check-in for you guys, looking at how your person is currently feeling about you, their thoughts, basically their energy towards you, to do this check-in. Before we get into asking that, we're going to do a little quick energy check just to make sure that you've chosen the right pile. So I'm going to ask Spirit here, what is the energy currently in your connection with your person? If this matches the situation that you've got going on, we can keep on watching. If it doesn't resonate for you, I would suggest choosing a different group. Okay, so let's see. Group 2. What is the situation? What is the energy in your connection with the person on your mind? What is your situation with them, group 2? What is the energy in your connection with your person? We've got healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. This card is making me jealous because I don't have my crystals with me. There's a sound bowl and crystals in this picture. Okay, so we have hopeless here, sinking, despair, and falling apart. We have realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. What is the energy? We also have cloudy judgment here. Illusions, unbalanced and distorted. This feels like both you and this person are going through a lot, maybe mentally, emotionally. Wow, past life. We have déjà vu, repeated patterns, and also karmic lessons. And then we have distance here. Separation, okay, space, or blockage here. So This reminds me of a reading I did actually yesterday. I did it for the channel members though, but there was a past life connection that I was tapping into. I don't know if this is the same one, same situation. We'll just have to see. But okay, this is the energy that's coming through. This is the situation. Like I said, this kind of feels like maybe both you and the other person are going through, maybe some of you literally going through an awakening. You know, trying to heal from this, especially for those of you where there is separation or a breakup. Maybe a person was asked to take space from each other. Feeling, it kind of makes me feel like that you're going, maybe you and this person are kind of going between the cloudy judgment and the realization here, because this is, to me, this is like the clarity, having an epiphany, right? An understanding about something. And then we have this energy of the cloudy judgment here, illusions, unbalance, and things still being distorted. So it could even be a situation where maybe things are a lot clearer for one person and still distorted for the other. Maybe for some of you it's having a realization like, oh my goodness, like this person's giving me deja vu. I feel like I've known them before in a past life. Some of you might even be having past life memories, you know, about a person, trying to heal from that, even working towards trying to release the person, you know. You could even be going through like a situation where maybe things were a little bit distorted for you and feeling sad, feeling hurt, you know, by the distance between you and them, or the breakup, the separation here, and then having these epiphanies like, wow, I'm remembering things about this person, sharing past life with them. You know, this person could be triggering certain things within you that you're healing. So that is the situation that's coming through here. We've got repeated patterns. So maybe if you and this person like keep going through a situation over and over and over again, you know, trying to understand it all. Karmic lessons. Okay, that is the energy that's coming through. So what we're going to do now, if this does resonate for you, keep going with me. If it doesn't, like I said, choose a different group. Okay, so we're going to start with these oracle first. We're going to look at how this person, what are their feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. What are your person's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you? A second chance, reconciliation, making amends, and an opportunity probably to do so. Second chance. We also have releasing here, letting go, moving on, and walking away. Perspective. It says better off, happiness, and a clear head space. So this person trying to gain some perspective here. Is it better to walk away? Is it better to move on? Am I better off alone? Does it serve my highest good to get back together, to go back to this connection? What is the best decision here? What are their feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you? Soulmates. We have deep love, unity, and a connection. And then we have clinging here, holding on, obsessing over you, and maybe spying for some of you. And then we have abandon. It says left out, walked away, and cold. So maybe for some of you, this person just kind of cut things off. So we are going to clarify each of these, but I am seeing withdrawn here at the bottom. It says single, lonely, and solitary. So, I mean, you could have abandoned them. They could have abandoned you in the connection. There is withdrawal here, which is interesting though, because if they're the person who has withdrawn from you here, but yet they're feeling this connection, they're still holding on here. It kind of reminds me of, because I hear this from not only clients that I do private readings for, but also people that I see leave little comments where like a person is ghosting you, or, you know, breaking up with you, separating from you, going no contact, and then they watch your social media. Like, why are you doing that? You know, if you're over it, if we're done, if you don't want to talk to me, if you don't want to be with me, then why are you still looking at my social media? So yeah, that's what's going on here. So let's pull the tarot down, clarify. Deep love, unity, and connection. Better off with what? Better off with you? Better off without you? Okay, let's see. What is this energy of the second chance here, Spirit? Page of Wands. Okay, what about the releasing here? Three of Cups. What about perspective? Two of Wands. Okay, so this is the crossroads here. This is making a choice. And the soulmate energy. Knight of Pentacles. The clinging. Six of Cups. Memories of you, group 2. Nostalgia. The connection you guys have. That's what they're holding on to. Those moments. Cherishing those. What about the abandon here? Seven of Swords. This could be a person, some of you could be dealing with an avoidant. Okay. I'm seeing High Priestess at the bottom. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. We've also got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But with the High Priestess being here, the High Priestess, maybe this, for somebody, this person has been quiet, maybe a no contact. This is more introspection here. So this person taking time to reflect inwards. But what I'm noticing here, this is like the most thing that's drawing me in right here, is the perspective here. Being better off, and in order to be happy, and having a clear headspace so that you can think, right? You can think clearly, like, okay, what do I want? But we've got the Two of Wands here. A Two of Wands is about making a plan or planning something. It's about choosing, making a choice. In this case, maybe between paths, right? Choosing the path that leads to you, back to you, or away from you. So we're going to clarify this a little bit more. So with one option here, we've got the releasing you, letting you go, moving on, walking away. The Three of Cups here is about connections, perhaps with others, dating others, entertaining others. Three of Cups is about having fun, going out, socializing. So that's an option, right? And I like how we have it on both sides here. We've got the releasing here, perhaps maybe dating other people. And then on this side, we have the soulmates, the connection between the two of you, and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Knight of Pentacles is commitment. It is committing to something, but it's taking the little baby steps. But it's showing the effort, even if it's kind of like at a snail's pace, it's still showing some form of movement forward, even if it's slow. So this person in their mind, I feel like thinking, second chance for this connection, reconciliation, making amends with you, and an opportunity. Page of Wands would be feeling, I feel like there's a desire here too, okay? A desire to reach out to you, to message you, to contact you, especially for those of you that are not in contact with the person right now. So I want to look at this a little bit more, this Two of Wands, because this is the crossroads, basically. It's just withdrawn here, single, lonely, solitary, spending time alone. What do we got? Let's see. Okay. So you got the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, some of you with the Seven of Swords, this could have been this person running away, avoiding, escaping. But yet with the clinging here, holding on to you, a little bit of obsessing here, spying on you. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, memories, reminiscing. So under High Priestess, we've got the Five of Wands. So basically what you're not seeing here with this person is the inner conflict that they feel right now. Connecting with you, perhaps getting back together, or moving on. What else? Five of Wands. And there's the Knight of Cups. So they could even be feeling conflicted about bringing you some kind of offer or even telling you how they feel. Knight of Cups and the Emperor. I mean, that offer would be for something stable. Serious relationship. So like running from their feelings, hiding from their feelings here. Because the Knight of Cups would be them coming forward here and telling you how they feel. There's the struggle here, the inner conflict that you probably don't see that they're dealing with. Because the Emperor is going to provide something to you that is stable, that is solid, to build something with you, right? To bring an offer here for that. So why the conflict here? What is the issue? We're probably going to find the answer over here, but we'll see. Let's look at this Two of Wands first, and then maybe we'll see why this person ran away, why they left, why they ran from their feelings. Okay, let's see. What is this Two of Wands? Okay, so the Fool would be taking the leap of faith. Perhaps into, one way we can look at it is into the connection with you, right? that Knight of Cups, the Emperor, that would be moving into that. However, the Fool is also about unlimited possibilities. So do we want to take the route that is leading to something serious with group 2? Or do we want to keep our options open? We have the Hierophant. Okay. So the Hierophant would be a traditional commitment, right? Two people who live together, they're exclusive, we want to build a life with each other, we want to move in with each other, we want to buy a house together, we want to, just do all the things. So there's a choice there. Some of you could be dealing with Aquarius or Taurus. What else? Anything else with this perspective? Also, I will say this, sometimes the Fool can also be quite literally being foolish, or the Hierophant symbolizes wisdom, right? So this person could also be thinking, like, what is the best choice here? Because the Hierophant has more experience, more wisdom, more knowledge, where the Fool is symbolic of inexperience. So there's a choice here, making the wisest choice. Does it make sense to, move into this, almost kind of like they're wanting to make sure that you are the right person before they do something foolish with really committing themselves, to something long term. Okay, we do have the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles is about collaborating with someone, building something. This is about expansion and growth. Do we want to continue to expand and grow? Okay. What is the Seven of Swords here? Queen of Wands. Knight of Cups. Eight of Swords in reverse. I hope this is all fitting in here. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've got abandoned here, left out, walked away in the cold. This person was afraid here. Afraid of telling you. Afraid of telling you how they felt. The Knight of Cups would be that expression of the romantic feelings. It would also be proposing something to you, offering something to you, pursuing you. Oh boy, some of you could have told this person how you felt. And this could have been very well something that, kind of scared them a little bit, because the Eight of Swords can be about a lot of negative thinking here. Like, especially if you were very confident, like to say, okay, this is how I feel. And then they were like, okay, or they just stay quiet, they just don't say anything. I don't like that feeling, because I've done that before in the past too, to guys when I was dating them, and it's like you pour your heart out, you say all the things, you tell them how you feel, and then you get nothing, not a thing from them, and then they just disappear. I've had that happen to me a lot of times when I was still dating. Wasn't fun. Okay. So yeah, I feel like maybe some of you told this person, express to them how you felt. And then it being something that may have caused them to kind of pull away, maybe scared them a little bit, because it's like the reality, right? The reality of the situation. So really what this feels like is like that. It feels like making a big decision here, making a big decision about where to take this moving forward into something serious. I also want to say for some of you, I'm getting a situation here where maybe for some of you, you guys have been in a situationship or even a friends with benefits situation where somebody could have finally come forward and talk about feelings. And now that you have, it's made this person kind of withdraw a little bit to take some time to think, you know, like, how do I feel? And I feel like they do have feelings here. Let's look at this a little bit more. Eight of Cups. The Five of Swords. What is going on with them? The Strength card and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting here that maybe for some of you, I don't want to say this person doesn't have, you know, feelings at all. I definitely feel like there's feelings there, but it kind of feels that the physical, the chemistry, the attraction, the desire is kind of outweighing, okay? To the point where this person acknowledges that there is that intense, passionate connection between the two of you. But, and also the feelings are here, right? The Knight of Cups is here. The Knight of Cups is about, you know, falling in love and, you know, developing feelings. So does this person have the courage, right, to overcome the fears that they have about opening up with their feelings, sharing them, and actually pursuing something real with you? So we've got Leo energy here, Aries, and Sagittarius. What is a little bit more about the second channel for Spirit? Ace of Wands in the works. Excuse me. Five of Wands. This person is feeling conflicted in their head. Overthinking, overanalyzing here. Grief over it. Five of Cups at the bottom. Two of Cups is right underneath that. Grief over the decision. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Ten of Swords. This is the ending. Seven of Wands. Some of you could have set boundaries with this person. Sagittarius. Some of you could have set boundaries with this person. You could have said, nope, cutting you off, done. You could have been the person who walked away, especially if they didn't make a move. You know, and that is something that they're kind of replaying in their mind as the ending, how you stood your ground, how you walked away from them, how you said, hey, if you're not going to do something, if we're not going to have a relationship, a commitment here, I'm moving on. I'll date other people. But could have been things that you said to them too. You could have, I don't think all of you, but some of you could have said some stuff to this person that just kind of is sticking in their mind, you know, about not speaking up, not telling you how they feel, not giving you some direction here. The Seven of Wands can also be about perseverance, persevering forward, moving forward. So it still feels like this person is still dealing with the inner conflict. And I feel like that's kind of what you're not seeing here. They're taking time to really reflect upon things. Four of Swords at the bottom with Justice. This Justice is about making the right choice, right? They could be thinking, how could I have handled things differently? What choice should I make here? What is going to be the best decision? Two of Pentacles going back and forth here. That's being single. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Feeling confused right now, feeling stuck, indecisive, not sure what they want. Queen of Pentacles here. Ten of Wands. They're feeling a little bit overwhelmed in terms of the idea of a serious relationship, but it is something that's on their mind. It is something that they imagine and fantasize about. It just comes down to making the decision and sticking with it. So it feels like this person right now, they feel a little stuck, right? We're at the crossroads here, having to make a choice. Stay free, stay single, keep things casual, or step it up and, pursue something more with you. Okay? So it still feels like their energy's a little back and forth here. So let's get some last messages. Like I told group 1, I'm not at home, so I don't have my super speedy internet, and I don't want this reading to be too long, or it's going to take forever to upload. Anything else for group 2? Needs tending. It says pay more attention to your love life to get results. Nourish, dating, and respond. So, maybe they feel like they need to start paying more attention to their love life. They need to start taking better care of it, their love life. Nourish the relationship. Respond to you. Message you back. We've got timeless elegance here. You were always beautiful to someone who loves you. Confident, real, in standards. So it could be that this person thinks that you are, or, someone who's very attractive. Again, feeling the love there. Some of you, I feel like maybe, like if you have been situationship, you have been friends with benefits with this person, and you guys didn't ever talk about feelings and emotions, and then once someone does, right, after some time, hey, I have feelings, and if it's always been situationship, there's a big choice to make there. And I feel like that's kind of where, for somebody this person is. We've got the winding road here. It says having a long way to go. We're taking many detours. We have many loves and also complicated. So if you are dealing with a person who still does date other people, or they might have a desire to keep things just, casual, no commitment, they may feel like this is a bit difficult decision for them, to choose from being single, especially if they've been single for a long time, to in a relationship. We've also got heartstrings here. It says strike a chord together with gentle harmony, serenity, balance, and a match. And I definitely feel like this person does have feelings here. And then we also have loyalty here, standing by each other through thick and thin. We have true love and devotion, So this may also be a question of, like, if we're going to be shifting from being single to in a committed relationship, and if this person is someone who, still has that desire to date other people, it's really about, okay, being loyal to just one person, right? Or they maybe want you, if there's someone who has trust issues, wanting you to be loyal to them, okay? So take it how it resonates, but that is what's coming through. Okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you, group 2. I do hope this is helpful, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, group 3. So those of you that resonate with this image here, this is going to be a reading today. So we are going to be doing an energy check-in with your person. We're going to be looking at how they're feeling, what their thoughts are, their energy towards you. But before we get into your person specifically, we are going to be doing a little kind of energy check in the beginning to see, to make sure that you've chosen the right pile. So we're going to be asking Spirit, what is the situation? What is the energy in your connection with your person? If that resonates, then we'll keep going. If it does not resonate, I would suggest choosing one of the other groups. So group number 3, what is the situation? What is the energy in your connection with your person? We'll see what situation comes through here. Group 3, what is the energy in your connection with your person? Okay, so I am going to have to cover that, unfortunately. But we do basically have lust, okay? Non-committal energy here. Let's see. I'm going to have to cover all of it. Okay. What is the situation? We have one day, someday, somewhere, another time. We have possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and risks. Rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. So this very clearly makes me feel like there is no commitment here. There is no commitment. Perhaps somebody was abandoned or rejected. We do have family. I'm noticing that she's also pregnant. Some of you could be in a situation with this person here where you guys connected with each other. I don't feel like it's all of you, but pregnancy, okay, and then having a person who just kind of like dipped out, okay. That is very specific. So I know not everyone is in that situation, but there's definitely, I do have to say it because I see it here. Yeah, it kind of feels like we're in a situation here where one person is wanting to settle down, one person is wanting to build something, where the other person is like not wanting to have anything to do with it, wanting to just be free, wanting to just not be in a committed partnership. And we have mistakes, misunderstood, a victim, and a lost soul. So, I mean, it could be this person making mistakes. It could be that you feel you made a mistake with this person. Feeling like a victim to maybe something this person did or said. You know, it feels like we're not together here. This could have, I mean, you could even have a family with this person. I could be picking up here a person who you do have family with, you do have children with them, and then there's abandonment here. You know, some of you could even be a situation where you had a relationship with them and they left with someone else or for someone else or for, you know, I don't know, just making me think of like a mistress, a third party. So that is the situation that's coming through here, okay? So this feels a little specific, so this may not be going to be for all of you, but that is the situation we're reading into for group 3, okay? So if it does not resonate for you, like I said, choose one of the other groups. I also have, you know, years worth of these types of readings. If you want to check out the playlist, there's plenty of readings, okay? So that's the situation here. We're going to move forward now. If this situation is resonating for you, something here within that, and we're going to be looking specifically at how your person is feeling. What are their thoughts? What is their energy towards you? I feel like that'll also help me to kind of put this together a little bit. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, some of you, this could be a forbidden connection, because that's another word that's on here, forbidden. Maybe some of you are in a situation where there's, I don't know, some forbidden family situation. Like, let's just say, like, I don't know. I've heard some stuff in the past from doing so many readings, but like, I don't know, a person's cousins, brothers, this, that, you know, just like how it starts to get a little tricky. So maybe some of you are in a situation like that, okay? Or it could be a forbidden love situation. Okay, so how is your person? What are their feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you? You know, maybe for those of you where it is a forbidden situation, where you feel like, okay, yeah, we can't, like, we're attracted to each other, but we can't be together right now. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so what are your person's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you? Group 3. Possibilities. They're thinking about what the possibilities are, taking a risk, the adventure, the excitement of it all. What are their feelings and thoughts and energy towards you? We have twin flames here, mirroring, shared feelings, and also reflection. Now, I will say, we're doing a general reading, okay? General collective reading. Not every single person who chooses this pile is going to be in a twin flame connection, okay? Use your own discernment with it, because it's not a one-to-one reading, okay? This is a general, many of you, thousands of you watch this. So we've got mirroring here, shared feelings and reflection. We have foundation here, established, family, and also security. Like I said, maybe some of you do have a family with this person. Or there's some type of family involvement here. We've got releasing here, letting go, moving on, and walking away. We have realizations, epiphanies, some kind of understanding about things, or some kind of awakening here. And then we also have broken here. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So they're feeling hurt about something here. Or they could be realizing how they hurt you. Some of you realizing how they hurt you, or how you hurt them. I'm seeing silence at the bottom, frozen, no words, and stonewalling. Okay, so maybe some of you are no contact with this person. Okay. Now, if you are genuinely in a twin flame connection, then this person could be having some type of epiphany or realization, you know, about the connection that you guys have. Mirroring is also not something that is unique, specifically unique to twin flames. Many connections can mirror us, whether they're platonic, you know, family. It doesn't matter. Any connection we can have, okay, can mirror to us things that we need to heal or things that we need to work within ourselves. What is the possibilities here? The Magician. Well, this person with the Magician energy does have interest in you. You know, they could also, if you guys are no contact right now, they could also be wanting to communicate. The Magician is Mercury energy. wanting to take the risk of maybe reaching out and communicating with you. It's also about focused intention. So really thinking about you, focusing on you, manifesting, you know, maybe something, an idea. Let's see what else. Page of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot here about communication with you. Talking to you, texting you. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so if you're no contact with this person right now, this person wants to talk to you. Okay. Wanting to talk to you. Some of you are dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, Libra, or Aquarius. Let's look at this twin flame energy here. Temperance. I got Sagittarius. I've got Hierophant with Taurus. Some of you, this person might feel a very spiritual connection with you. Okay. Very spiritual connection. Yeah, I'm looking at this with the shared feelings here. You know, it could be that this person has thought about you guys being together, being in a relationship with each other, a deeper level of commitment here. Reflecting upon the two of you guys being together. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is also about something that is long-term. You know, a traditional type of connection, relationship. So, let's see. What is the foundation here? Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups in reverse. I mean, some of you, it could be a missed opportunity for this person. You know, not taking the opportunity that was there to do something or to have something. Some of you, I feel like this person turned down the opportunity to have that with you. To have the whole, you know, life with each other, building a life, family. Like they closed themselves off to it, especially for those of you where I was picking up on an energy of like a pregnancy and then the person just kind of abandoning. Like this person just closed himself off to it. What is this releasing here? Two of Cups, that's your connection, walking away. And the World, that's an ending. So yeah, some of you, literally this person has made a choice here to walk away or to end your connection, not, you know, choosing to reject the opportunity that's there to have something more, even though it could have been something that they reflected upon, thought about. What is the realization here? Ace of Swords is the truth. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You know, maybe with the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse, this can talk about like bad luck, bad karma. Maybe life going in a direction that we don't want it to go in, you know? Like maybe it would make things, I don't know. It kind of makes me feel for some of you, this person, I don't think this is all of you, okay? I'm feeling a very specific energy they hear of someone who is feeling, who's being selfish. And they could be thinking that, oh, well, if I do this, then it's going to, you know, completely take away from what I want for my life. You know, especially for those of you where this could be the situation where you know, had a child or became pregnant, and the person decided it's not what they wanted. You know, not thinking about the child, not thinking about you, and just kind of thinking about themselves. Like they didn't like where their life was going to go in terms of being ready for that level of commitment, right? So it kind of makes me feel like this person listening to like what their own truth is and saying, okay, well, you know, after me realizing something about what I want, that maybe I don't feel comfortable with where my life would go, should I choose this? Should I do this? What is this broken energy here? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Some of you, there's a big age difference here. Big age difference. This could have also been a reason why a person kind of decided not to take action or not to pursue something. This could have also given them a change of perspective. We could also be dealing with a person who wasn't really as invested as you were, or not willing, or not being at that place where they wanted to invest more seriously than maybe you have wanted to be. Some of you might even be in a situation with the person where they were just not ready financially to really commit into something bigger. What else with the possibilities here? Three of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like this person felt more comfortable with just keeping things casual, you know, just as a friendship, and enjoying each other's time or company in that way, but then not committing to something more here. I do feel like we are dealing with a person who could be also feeling a little bit confused about their feelings as well. What else with this foundation here, Spirit? Ten of Cups. Two of Wands. And Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, I'm getting a person here who is not really seeing a future with you. They can't. It's like, as much as they might have thought about it, it's like when it really comes down to it, it's feeling that maybe the two of you guys being together is not possible, you know, especially for those of you where it might could be like the forbidden love situation, where it's just like, there's no future in this, you know, so I have to choose to face that truth, and it hurts. But the reality is that we can't be together. You know, some of you might quite literally be in that situation. So what are the possibilities? If we can't have that, what can we have? We can have a friendship. We can enjoy each other's time and company, but we can't be together. And I'm getting that for some of you. We can't be together. I can't commit. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you want. We have also got Leo energy here. Anything else for group 3, Spirit? We have perfect moves. This is keep the spirit of play and fun alive to be closer. Flirty, graceful, and easy. And then we have stay strong here. Fight for love, but choose your battles wisely. Courage, loyalty, and truth. So thinking like, what is the smartest choice here to do or how to handle this situation here? We've got the right timing. It says, have faith and wait until you find the right one. Hold on, self-love, and soon. So maybe they feel like they haven't found the right one yet, or maybe they don't want to rush into making any decisions. And then we have breaking free here. It says getting out of a situation or being on your own now, freedom and independent. Maybe for some of you, there is a situation that they're involved in that's making it difficult for you and this person to be together. But we have tenderness here, having a gentle spirit and being able to care deeply. The real deal and a good match, you know? So, yeah, I feel like maybe this is a person who's also going back and forth in their mind. Like, are you the right one or not the right one? Like, is it right to move forward with this or not? You know, trying to work through this, right? So they can have these epiphanies and realizations about things, clarity that they need so they know how to move forward. Okay. All right. So that is all that I have for you, group 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.